you are new here, my name is Anaja, and yeah, this is my channel. Okay, I'm trying to hide my little bread back there. So I just want to say hey. So if you new here, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. If you're old here, thank you for being here. I greatly appreciate it. I'm out of breath, but I need to do a little lip song for this. So yeah, thank you for watching. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to my videos, to my channel. Thank you all for watching and being supportive. I know I don't upload as much as a normal YouTuber would, but yeah, thank you all for being here. Okay, so I almost like bust my ass like 2 minutes ago because I took a little sippy sip of a little drinky drink, and yeah, I'm a little drunky drunk. So yeah, I feel like I just want to talk, but my lips was a little dry, so I had to get my lips together. But I don't know where my other gloss is at. So that's my little makeup bag. It's not really a makeup bag. My boyfriend bought it for me. It's not really a makeup bag. It's a something for like Bath and Body Works stuff, but I made it out of little makeup. Yeah, today, right now it is probably like 11 o'clock at night or whatever, and I cooked some food. I cooked some dinner. It was really good. And then I had cooked some steak, and excuse me, I had some steak and some string beans and a sweet potato. Baby, it hits. It was really good. Okay, I keep saying that. It was good, and I was just super excited. And then I had to make me a little drink, so I made me a little drinky drink or whatever. Bro, that's all of it. I've been drinking it for a minute, but I had me a little vodka in it and a little pineapple juice or whatever. So you know how that goes. So I feel like I just want to talk. Oh, okay, let's get started. Okay, I'm about to make a video about like my school and college life and everything. So y'all see, support my best friend. Okay, I was food on my jacket, but whatever. Support my best friend on Instagram, Lavish Clothing Co. I'm assuming that means company. Yeah, so lavish on Instagram. I'll put the name up here somewhere. Yeah, so let's just get started. So we're gonna talk about school. So let me tell y'all, I was accepted. Okay, actually I didn't really know that I was accepted, honestly, until like high school. I was in my dental class, and y'all, I'm so dizzy right now. Okay, I was in my dental class, and I was like, oh, let me get on this computer and see like what's going on, because it's like my mom, she's a college graduate, my aunt, my cousins, like, I have people in my family that are college graduates. And my sister's a soon to be college graduate. I'm a soon to be college graduate, but that's besides the point. But we're making it. So yeah, so we have college graduates in my family or whatever. And I mean, to me, I just feel like I knew my next step, but it's like, you have some people that's like, okay, I know that I'm going to college, and you have some people that's like, okay, my parents are making me go to college or whatever, but I just knew like I had to go to college or whatever. I didn't know much, but I just knew like I had to go to college, and I knew that I didn't want to go to Bethune because that's where my family graduated from. But I have cousins on my dad's side that graduated from FAMU, so I was like, I just feel like I should go apply for FAMU because Bethune literally accepted me off of my name. That's it. So I was like, okay, let me check this website, and it was something on a website that said basically asking if you wanted to approve of your acceptance. So I was like, what is this? I was like, did I get accepted? Like, I got accepted to FAMU? Like, this is crazy, freaking crazy. Like, no. And I didn't know, because I just know that like when you get accepted, you get acceptance package in the mail. So I was like, did I get accepted? So I approved it, baby, because I'm like, this is the next step. Like, I was like, whatever, this is it. So I was like, okay. So after that, I went and I called my mom and I was like, Ma, I got accepted to FAMU. I was like, you know, I'm not 100% sure, but clearly I just accepted myself to FAMU, basically. That didn't really make sense, but yeah, that's how it went. So after that, I waited a little bit and I waited to see if like I was gonna get the acceptance package, and I got an acceptance package. I don't know where it's at right now, but I got the package and I had my acceptance letter in it and all that stuff. And baby, I went on Instagram and posted that I was going to the illustrious Florida A&M University, and I was like, okay. So fast forward. Okay, I found out I got accepted. Fast forward. I came to school. Freshman year, you know, like as a freshman, you have to take like during orientation, you have to my orientation was so weird. I think I had the last orientation, and I'm not really a person like, I'm not that I'm not a friendly person, but I make friends by like, I don't know how I make friends. Like, it's just like, okay, if I talk to you and we decide to be cool after that, then okay. But if not, I mean, it doesn't really faze me. So I was like, okay. So orientation, I came. I basically didn't know nobody. I did not want to leave my mama. Like, I was 18 and I was like, I do not want to leave my mama. So automatically, like, they make you separate from your people. And it's like, what are y'all doing? Like, I'm a baby. Like, what are you doing? So then they made it like, I didn't really like become friends with nobody in orientation, because like I had friends who was there from the summer. I think it's summer B or something. So I had friends who was there from the summer, and I'm like, okay, I was calling them up. I was like, where y'all at? Because I'm not doing this. Like, I'm not going. I went to none of the orientation events, nothing that was on paper. I went to the club. I went to take the test that they made us take, or whatever the case is, and I didn't go to nothing. I didn't go to the little thing at Rattlers Den. I didn't go to none of that. So really, it's like, okay, you're starting already. Like, you didn't get your college experience yet. Like, how you know that you really wanted to go to the school for real, and you didn't go to none of the stuff that basically is supposed to keep you? But I knew that I didn't want to go to Bethune, like, and I knew I didn't want to stay home and go to Miami-Dade. So I just knew that I was going to FAMU anyway, so whatever. So that was the summer. Moving on to when it was time to move in. Okay, so when it was time to move in, because I had seen the dorms during orientation, because at the time my cousin who had just graduated, she was still here, but she was leaving, and she used to stay in Pattyfoot. So we was trying to come and look at the dorms, but they were locked because they used the dorms for like band students or whatever. Like, I'm sorry, they used the dorm for band students during the summer for them to like to house them. So we were doing that or whatever, and we had looked, but they didn't they weren't open, so we didn't go in. So I didn't really know what my dorm was like. So when I finally came up to move in, I ran into Monica, that you all I think most people, y'all probably saw me on her channel. If anything, more than likely y'all saw me on her channel. But I had ran into Monica, and it was like, me and my mama, we didn't know how to get in the building. Like, we didn't know shit. So we had we had got into we were walking up and we ran into Monica, and my mom was like, hey, like, you know how to get in this building? And she was like, hey. And she was like, what's your name? And I was like, Anaja. And she was like, oh my God, I seen your name on my floor. And I was like, okay, how I get in the building? So then she was like, her and my mom was talking. It's not saying that I'm not friendly, but it's like, okay, if I got friends, those are the friends that I'm gonna be with. And I had to realize that college is where you meet new people and you have to be open to meeting new people. So hold on. Okay, so what happened? She took us up to the floor and we got up there, and when I tell y'all, like, okay, because I stayed in Pattyfoot, and when I tell y'all, it was mad freaking hot in those rooms, bro. Like, it wasn't even funny. It was so hot in there. It was really like, it wasn't really livable, but we all had to like live in it still. So it was like, because like the walls were concrete, like nothing budged, like it was just hot as hell in there. So we was like, what's wrong with the air conditioners or whatever? She was like, they're not working or whatever the case is. And her room was hot, my room was hot. I mean, I think everybody on our side, our 4 rooms on our wall was like broken and hot or whatever. So basically we moved my stuff in, and I went grocery shopping and everything. Literally, my first night, I slept with water bottles under me. I froze the water bottles in the refrigerator, and I slept with them up under me because it was so hot in there. Like, it wasn't even funny. A fan didn't even cool me down. And I'm not the type of person that has to have like an extremely cold room. But I'm telling y'all, no lie, like, it was cold. I mean, it was so hot in there. Like, it just, I didn't like it. And I was so ready to go home, like, So after that, my mom had left. Like, I mean, of course our parents left or whatever, and we had a few days before classes start. Y'all, I was so nervous. I didn't even cry. Like, my mama didn't cry. She was ready for me to go. I didn't cry. And my mom, she kept making me, like, because before, like, I came, like, you know, I had to go to Walmart and go shopping and all that stuff, and I didn't have a broom. So she was like, oh, can you go ask Monica if we call her broom? And I'm like, we don't even know her. Like, why are you doing so much? And then that's when, I mean, Monica let me hold a broom or whatever. And then after that, like, when the air conditioners wasn't working, my mama, she called me, and she was like, because Monica lived a door over from me, not the next one, but the next one after. So she was like, go over there and see if go knock on Monica's door and see if her room's cold. And I'm like, Mom, no, like, if my room's hot, I'm sure her room is hot. So she was like, go over there and see if her room is hot. So I would knock on her door and be like, I returned her broom, that's number one. Then I knocked on her door and I was like, your room's still hot? And she was like, yeah. And I'm like, okay, all is still hot. Like, these people, they ain't really trying to fix it. So we had to do like everything to try to stay out the room or whatever. And it was hot up there too. Like, it didn't make no sense. Like, it was hot in Tallahassee. Like, it was just so unfair, honestly. It's like I got hot ass living conditions, and then I just have, it's hot outside. It was like, Tallahassee was like hot and humid, and of course I wasn't used to walking around campus and stuff on these hills and stuff. And it's like, Miami ain't got no hills. Like, I walked on flat surfaces, and it was just ridiculous. So, like, you know, freshman year, I had different friends. Like, you know, in college, you realize that it's like people come and go. Like, freshman year, I didn't get a good set. Like, I had good friends. Like, I'm sorry, y'all. Like, that's a habit. It's a scratch and sniffs habit. I don't know if anybody else got that habit, but I got it. So you come across, like, I've had some good friends in college. I had all my friends that I was friends with, I actually still talk to them. Most of us are from Miami anyways, but I still talk to kind of everybody. It might not be every day, but it's like, okay, we know that we can call and stuff like that. Excuse me. So, freshman year, it was really, really fun. You know, I think I didn't get a good set of friends, like a permanent set of friends until like spring semester of freshman year. And um uh, like yeah. And after that, like we will all go out and everything, and I mean those were just my friends. Like I those are my friends. Sophomore year, you know, more people started moving off campus and everything, so it was like it became different. Like campus life kind of became different. Like it seemed more like it was slowing down. Every year it felt like it was slowing down. Like hold on. Okay, because the fan was making me kind of stuffy. But sophomore year, you see a lot of people go home, a lot of people move off campus. Like I stayed on campus until my junior year, which I have no problem with that. It was actually cool to me because to me I felt like if I didn't stay on campus and I lived off campus, who's getting up, not saying who's getting up to go to class, but it's like you're more like you have more, not structure, but more like you're more bound to go to class on campus than driving to campus to go to class. And I live off campus now, but of course I would still get up and go to class. Like the classes I have, of course, if I would have had them on campus, I would be very much content and I would get up and go to class. I always try to pick decent schedules that fit with me, nothing that's going to make me uncomfortable or out of whack to make me feel like, okay, girl, no, like this is crazy. No. So it was like living on campus. I guess that's freshmen are required to live on campus, but I just feel like people who didn't live on campus after like freshman year, it's like you're 19 living in an apartment by yourself and you have nobody telling you what to do, you're not going to get up and go to class. So I really feel like even though living on campus is much more expensive, I say live on campus as long as you could. I decided to stay on campus so long because I wanted a car before I decided to move off campus, because I didn't think it makes sense for me to move somewhere that's far away from campus and not have transportation. So I felt like that made the most sense for me. Yeah. So you know, sophomore year, like I had friends that moved off campus. I had friends that still stayed on campus. So it was like, I mean, I was split between the two because I stayed on campus anyway. So it's like, okay, I would see my friends off campus and I would see my friends on campus. So it was like, I would never lose, really. So it was cool. Campus life was very, very fun. You know, if you're thinking about going to like FAMU or whatever, choose your schedules wisely. Like, don't, okay, because y'all know that, like, you know, post COVID, like, I would say make sure you don't have classes between like 1 and 3, because I think that's when Set Friday is. 1 and 3. So it's like make sure you like have decent classes. Like I think since I've been at college I've had decent schedules. Like I think I've had some decent schedules. Like I had schedules where I didn't have class on Tuesdays and Thursdays. I had class on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, but my teachers would cancel class. So it's like make sure you choose your schedule wisely and make sure you check and rate my professor, because it's very beneficial. Like When I used to work, I used to work on Tuesdays and Thursdays because I only had class Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And it all worked out so perfect, like perfect. I want to say that was sophomore year or junior year. I don't remember. So yeah, I have a lot to talk about, but I can't breathe. So, junior year, what year am I in? I'm in my 4th year. So, junior year, that was the year I was still on campus, and that was when COVID hit. But I just feel like anybody who applies to FAMU, I definitely recommend it. I definitely know, not think, I definitely know that you would like it. You know, stay involved. I wasn't the person that was like dead involved on campus. Like, no. I enjoyed the many activities that I went to, the many activities that were held, the ones that I attended, the probates. I enjoyed all of that, definitely. But I wasn't the one to join things like that. So, I definitely recommend FAMU for anybody, young, old, anybody, honestly. I've had classes where I had like grown people in my class. I've had classes like that. It's just college life is totally different from like from regular life. It's like knowing that you have a college experience. Even if you attended a semester of FAMU, I don't think I would like anybody. Is it raining? It is. I don't think you would have a bad review. Okay, let me help y'all out. Let me give y'all a little. Let me drop y'all a little. Here goes the facts. So, what type of student are you? So, as a freshman, you have to have a 3.0 now to get into FAMU. It used to be a 2.5, but now it's a 3.0. So you have to have a 3.0 to get accepted into FAMU. A transfer student, you have to have a 2.5. International, it says good academic standing. So I don't really know what international students go by, but you have to be good standing in your academics, basically. A returning, you have to be good in academic, like good standing. You know, I always wondered how returning works, but I just never decided to like go that route. I thought about it, but I didn't decide to. A graduate student, you have to have a 3.0, and a law student, you have to have an average of a 3.07 to be accepted. You have to submit all of your transcripts and everything, college, university. I'm assuming if you from high school or if you're transferring from another college or however that works. Yes. Submit official scores for the redesigned SAT. Yeah, submit. Okay, GD. Okay. So your SAT score has to be a 1060 at least, and your ACT score has to be a 21. Okay? Y'all get the vibes. You gotta have them bangers to get into school at this point now. So, yeah. So, I mean, I got in high school. The requirements have changed so much because those were not the requirements that I had to do. But I had to do that. I remember doing my transcript. I remember taking the Alex test during orientation, and you had to get a certain score on the ALEX test to see, like, as a science major. I don't know if that was for every major, but I know for my major, because I was a science major, you had to see what classes you were going to fall into. So I ended up, honestly, truly, I ended up in, I think, intermediate math or something like that. I didn't start off in algebra. I started off in intermediate math, and I started in chemistry 1025. I actually dropped chemistry 1025 my freshman year because I felt like I wasn't gonna pass, and I totally regret that with everything in me. But I don't look back on the past no more. Like, I'm way past that. So I dropped 1025 because I felt like I wasn't going to pass it, and I could have passed it because at the time we had went through a, well, with no, I can't say with all chemistry classes, but for the most part, like, sometimes the grades boost. I don't know what the chemistry department has going on, but sometimes the grades boost up one next grade. Don't really know how that happened, but at the time they kind of gave everybody a jump start, because, like, they pushed everybody up because we had a hurricane break. I can't remember what hurricane it was, but that hurricane literally helped everybody pass their classes. Just like the pandemic, honestly, the pandemic, a lot of stuff has changed, and I went from some hell ass grades to passing a class, and I just can't even lie about that. Like, I mean, there's no point in lying. Like, honestly, college is stressful. Being a science major is stressful, and I'm not even gonna say like every other major is not stressful, because people go through what they go through with their majors, and that's just nothing but the truth. Like, people go through shit, and we just gotta deal with it. So yeah, so you know, you have to take those tests and all that stuff like that. I feel like I just went everywhere with this video. I know I did, but y'all heard me say I had a sippy sip of a drinky drink. So yes. Well, oh, okay, let's start here. Okay, so coming from the junior year when the pandemic hit. Okay, so the pandemic, I remember seeing stuff about this pandemic. Well, no, it wasn't even a pandemic at the time. I remember seeing stuff about something in China with coronavirus, and I'm like, I just, you know, I literally prayed about it, and I was like, I just hope, like, I'm seeing this, but I just hope it has nothing to do with, like, the world. Like, I hope it stays in China. Not saying that, but I just hope it doesn't have anything to do with the world. And it most definitely has something to do with the whole world. So okay, so basically, when COVID hit 2020. Basically, it started getting serious February of 2020, because for spring break I was supposed to go on a cruise, and all of that got canceled. And I definitely, like, I remember calling the cruise line, and I was like, yo, like, can I get my money back, because I don't want to go on this cruise. People went on cruises and they got stuck or they got sick and all this shit like that, and I wasn't with that shit. So I was like, can I get my money back? And then people told me no. I'm like, no, like, y'all are wildin'. So I'm like, okay, I can't get my money back. And then eventually they ended up giving us our money back because shit got real. So we basically, the cruise got canceled. I went home for spring break. I ended up going out literally like one time during spring break, and after that it was like no more. Oh, I think this hairstyle would be cute, girl. But yeah, I ended up going out like once when I got home for spring break, and then after that it was a no for me, dog. Like, I ended up staying home from February to like September, bro. And then by September I came back up here. I had got the apartment. So here's the apartment, and I felt like I just don't want to talk about it. So from there I got the apartment, and I lived here for 2 months out of the lease that started. I think it started, my moving date was August. So I lived here for 2 months and then I went back home, and the pandemic's still going on and classes have been online ever since, and I pay rent. And you know, everybody else is okay with that. Like, I'm not okay with it because I could have been at home saving money. But yeah, I just, yeah. So up until now, we're still in COVID and classes are still online, and we're just gonna see what the future holds because no one knows. We don't know. No one knows. So that's really all I had to say. I was trying to talk about my college life, but this is my college life. I think I'll make a better video another day, getting more into detail for those who like really want to go to FAMU. But like I said, I 100% like recommend FAMU for anybody. Like, I love it here. I love it here. I'm not the most interactive person, but the people that I've came in contact with, the people that I've like even walked past and said hey to, like, I love it. Like, just walking by somebody and saying hi to them. It's like in Miami. When I say in Miami, we ain't never doing no shit like that. But here it's like you meet people from, I'm from Miami. I have a friend who's from freaking Virginia, I believe. And like, you know, there's people from so many different places. And the thing about the college life, if y'all hear that, it's raining outside. But the thing about the college life is that it's like you meet so many people, different people, and I might have to stop this video because it's raining getting louder. And you meet so many different people. It's so diverse. This college doesn't just have black people. Yes, it's a HBCU, but it's not only black people here. Like, you have a class with a white person and a damn Asian, and it's like, hey friend, like, we're all cool. So that's how I see it. I'm going to have to stop this video because the rain is getting louder. And I thank you guys for watching. I will make another video. Please let me know what you want to see. If you want to know about the dorms, if you want to know about financial aid, if you want to know about the food in the CAF, if you want to know about whatever, the health services, the goddamn psychology services, physical therapy, no, not physical therapy, you know, therapy sessions, therapy services and everything, the dorms, whatever you want to know about, just hit me up, let me know. Make sure you follow me on my Instagram at _lovely9, follow my Twitter lovely9_, and yeah, like, comment, and subscribe, because I know a lot of people are ready to go to college and they're like ready to experience life and ready to get out of their house and ready to get away from their parents and all that stuff like that. So if you want to see more, comment down below, like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and I'll see y'all later. Bye lovelies. Fuck, damn, bye lovelies.